I'm going to introduce, we're going to start off our day with Karthik Chidambaram. Now, real quick, he started this company back in 2005. 2005, that was a long time ago. Now it's a long time ago. It's crazy when it was 2001. As a bootstrap company with 2 people, 2 computers, 2 desks, out of a small apartment in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to the founder and CEO of DCKAP, Karthik Chidambaram.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Vanakkam, good morning, bonjour, and buenos dias. Good morning here in Los Angeles, California, is Vanakkam in my mother tongue, Tamil. Just wanted you guys to know, and we have people from across the country who have traveled also from around the world to the first ever DCKAP Summit. We are really excited to have you join us. It's going to be an exciting day, and we have a great lineup of speakers and a great lineup of companies, but more importantly, we have an awesome group of attendees. This is the biggest thing I think you would take from the DCKAP Summit. Like Chris mentioned, it's extremely important to network. I know it's early in the morning, so I would like all of you to stand up. Thank you. So why don't you shake hands with somebody you don't know right now? Maybe a person on the left. Awesome. Maybe may I ask you to sit down? I know it's like short, but you can definitely regroup and network with these people during the networking breaks, and make sure you know who you shook hands with, and make sure to talk to them. I think that's extremely critical. And just to give you a little bit of background about DCKAP, right? A lot of our customers are here, and a lot of people who are not our customers yet, and they found out about this conference are here. And before I begin, I would like to say a big thank you to all our sponsors. You guys made this event possible. Let's give them a big round of applause. So DCKAP was started in 2005. We were bootstrapped, started with 2 desks, 2 computers, and 2 bright people. We have been in business for a little over 14 years. So today, we are a little over 150 employees worldwide. We work with over 1,000 customers, both for our products and services. We have over 10 agency partners, and we have over 10,000 community members. To be honest, when we started, we really didn't know what we were doing. So people came to us and told us, hey, I need some game built. We will just say, hey, okay, we will just build that game for you, and we will build it. Somebody came to us with a technical problem in terms of, hey, I need a .NET problem solved. Okay, we will do it. Java, we will do it. You name it, we did it. But then later, we realized that that's probably not the best strategy for success, and we really need to specialize in something, and we need to do that really well. So we chose digital commerce. And that decision really worked out to be great for us. And we work across multiple platforms, right? So we are platform agnostic. So we work on, sorry about that. Yeah, we work on Magento. Magento is, as you all know, a lot of customers from Magento are here. We also work with BigCommerce. BigCommerce is a platinum sponsor. Thank you. And we also work with Shopify Plus, silver sponsor for this event. And we also work with SAP Hybris. So we are totally platform agnostic, right? So it really depends on what the customer wants. And based on what's best for the customer, that's what we end up doing. But think about it. When you work with really, really good customers, you learn a lot. And we learned a lot more from our customers. And we realized that every time we work with a customer, we learn something new. Like, for example, Brady Corp, people from Brady are here, John, Alba, and a lot of other people, so thank you. So when we worked with them, one of the key things we learned from them is they needed a custom wristband, right? So we were looking for solutions on how to build a custom wristband. We looked at different products in the market, and we really couldn't find something which really worked. So we said, why don't we really build a product out of it? And that's how Productimize was born. QA touch. Testing has been our forte. A lot of our customers have come to DCKAP because, hey, somebody else has built something, and I would like you guys to test it. I trust that you guys deliver great quality, and we have an awesome testing team. So we asked ourselves, hey, we have a great team. What do we do with the team? We are serving lots of customers. What can we do with the team? And then we brainstormed together, and QA Touch was born. QA Touch is a test management platform used by over 1,000 customers today. And integrations. Everybody here in e-commerce understand that integration is a very, very big pain point. So we have integrated systems like Oracle, SAP, Dynamics, or a lot of other platforms where we build custom integrations. And we realized that that's actually a very, very big pain point, the space where MuleSoft and Informatica and other companies operate. We found a very, very unique opportunity there, and we built Cloras, which is a cloud rapid automation system. And flexiPIM. Early this year, we launched flexiPIM, which is a flexible product information management product, because we found that managing product data is an extremely critical component for every merchant. So in a nutshell, our goal at DCKAP is to empower the merchant community. And that's what we are all about. We want to empower, and we have some awesome leaders, right? So we have companies like Shopify Plus, we have companies like Magento, BigCommerce, and a lot of great companies in the room, right? Like Avalara, Nexus, Digital. We learn from each of them, and our goal is to empower the digital community. Let me ask you a question. What do these companies have in common, you think? Exactly. So these companies went out of business. In hindsight, it's easy to think or easy to understand what did these companies not do well, right? But a good thing, all of us here in this room or in this conference can learn is what can we learn from the mistakes of these companies rather than doing the mistakes ourselves. Investing in digital is an important thing. But I'm sure all these companies also invested in digital, right? So they spent millions of dollars investing in digital, but why are they not succeeding? Something we realized is being frugal. Though we are a tech company, though we would like you to spend a lot of money on tech, it's important for you as a merchant community and as executives to be frugal. Let's not be cheap, but let's be frugal. What does this really mean? Let's make smart investments, right? So let's say, we measure the return on investment of what we are getting. Oftentimes, right, so let's say a new CMO or a new CIO is hired in a company, and one of the things they are hired for is, hey, my site's not generating enough revenue. So what do? Let's change platforms. And then when you change platform, oftentimes you don't really see the site generating revenue. Why is that? You have to be really smart about the investments. We have a thought leader here, right? Feroz Bilgrami, we have an interview with him later today. So he was the CIO of a company called PDC Healthcare. And he implemented systems, and that's actually being used in the company long after he's gone. So that really helps quite a bit, and that speaks volumes of the work. So it's very, very important that you are very smart about your digital investments and don't spend more than what you really have to. And let's not be cheap too, right? So sometimes, you pay less, you don't get the quality. It really doesn't mean that if you spend more, you're going to get quality either, So you have to make sure that you choose the right platform and you choose the right vendor and work with really, really, really smart people. On a survey which was done, 22% of the customers are ready to share some data in return for a more personalized product or a service. People love customization, right? So we have seen, we have a session later in the day, or actually right after Mark's keynote by Mohan Natarajan. He's going to be talking about how can you drive your revenue 3x with product customization. Every time, we see customers selling customized products, we see revenue increase. And this is what we are really, really excited about. And we are also investing in AR and VR capabilities with respect to this product. And let me show you a video. So that's Productimize, and that's what our team is working on. Consistent product data, right? 87% of the shoppers think that product content is extremely critical for the business. Everybody in the audience agrees that you need to make sure that you have to have really good product data across different challenges, across different channels, and that's why we have flexiPIM. We looked at a lot of PIM solutions in the market, and we found a lot of limitations with it. And as the name suggests, it's a flexible product information management system. And we are super excited about this, which we launched early this year, and that's been great interest from the merchant community. 90% of customers expect consistent interaction across all channels. Let me share a personal example. I was actually shopping at Amazon. I bought some books on the Kindle store, using it to read. And then I had some challenges, with respect to billing. They were actually overcharging me for something I did not subscribe to. So one of the things I did is I was lazy. I said, I'm not going to call the customer support. I'm just going to chat with them. So I was chatting with them. And then that person, the customer support personnel who I was talking to, took down all my information and said, hey, okay, I understand you have a problem with this order, and I'm going to try to help you. And after a little bit, the personnel at Amazon said, I'm not the person to help you. This is Kindle. I need to transfer you on to the Kindle team. I was like, okay. I spent 5 minutes and then chatting with the person. And then I'm being transferred over to the Kindle team. And I was a little frustrated, but then, okay, it's Amazon. You never know what to expect. So I was also excited and curious to see what they're going to do. And they transferred me, not by phone, but via chat, to another personnel. And that personnel happened to be in India. And I was thinking to myself, hey, now this person has transferred me over to a new person, and I have to give all my information again. And this happens all the time. But I was really surprised. This person who was helping me told me my name. Hey, Karthik, I understand you have a problem with this Kindle order, and I'm going to take care of the refund for you. Please give me a few minutes, and I'll take care of it. And in less than 5 minutes, this problem was solved. And I was really, really amazed. And a big reason, if you think, is the data transformation. Amazon has empowered the employees, right? So the employee who is trying to help me is empowered with the information about me to help. And this is why we are really excited that we are working on Cloras, which is a cloud rapid automation system. We have a world-class team working on this. We have some of the best engineers in the world working on solving this problem. And this is a big problem to be solved. Amazon solved it, or Amazon's still working on getting their systems better. But then all of us in this room also need to have such kind of systems where a customer support personnel is talking, that information needs to pass on to the ERP, or sometimes you have a CRM, and that information needs to pass on to the CRM. There's a lot of things going on around. So more than me talking about it, look at this video. One of our goals here with Cloras is to make it extremely simple for everybody in the room to manage your integrations. You don't really need to hire a developer to manage your integrations. We want to do what BigCommerce is doing or what Shopify is doing with the e-commerce platforms, where you make it extremely simple for people to manage their integrations, and we are really super excited about it. Here's another stat. 91% of visitors do not trust websites that contain errors. This is obvious, right? All of us here in the room, let's say if a website has spelling errors, or if you're not able to place an order, you don't really trust the website, and you don't really feel good about purchasing online. So this is why we are super excited, and we have Bhavani, a women leader. here in the room, and she's going to be presenting on QA Touch later in the day, and how can quality really help drive digital transformation and also drive digital revenue. And also forgot to mention that with respect to Cloras and flexiPIM, we have Praveen Venugopal, who is our project manager or senior e-commerce technologist, going to talk a lot about how to solve your integration pain points with Cloras and flexiPIM. So what do customers want today, right? So customers are looking for a low-effort experience or experienceify the buying experience. What does this experienceify mean? Or what does the low-effort experience really mean? By show of hands, right, how many of you use Expedia here in the audience? A good number, right? So we love using Expedia. Let's say, I'm here in Los Angeles today. I stay at the Sheraton Grand. 3 months down the line, I'm visiting this wonderful city again. I don't really have to look for where I stayed. I don't have to go to the Sheraton's website to book my travel. I just go online to Expedia.com. I go to the history of my trips, and then I just say repeat trip. And then let's say if I want to add another room, then let's say another friend of mine or colleague of mine is traveling, repeat with changes, right? So I'm just repeating the trip or repeating the order with changes. So this is essentially a low-effort experience. Customers want low-effort experience today, right? So you are able to book a travel in less than a minute, and that is what customers want from our websites as well with respect to B2C and B2B. So what are some of the things which we as merchants in this community can do? You have to provide the ability to view invoices for your customers. This is default. View the order history. These are little things which we can do. And make sure you go to your website and log in as a customer. Or another simple thing you can do, which I'm sure everybody in the room is doing, is log into your competitor site and see how it works. Something you like, or subscribe to their newsletter. I think that's something you can definitely learn from them as well, so you can see what kind of marketing things they're doing. And you need to be able to provide them the ability to repeat the order and also repeat order with changes. How do you become a low-effort experience company? Every customer problem becomes an opportunity. Every time a customer complains, be happy about it, right? And make sure that you document the learnings. A customer is asking about a particular product data or a particular product information, document it and update your website. Website is an ongoing process. Communicate, right? So set the right expectations with your customer. This becomes extremely critical as well. Use technology to your advantage, right? So leverage data. How many of you in the audience use data to make your decisions? That's a good number. So it's very, very important that you look at the data and how can you leverage data to make your technology decisions. Empower employees. This is a very, very important thing, which we talked about how Cloras can help solve that problem. Empower employees at all levels. Today, people are looking for a transparent work culture and an awesome work culture, and that makes a big difference. And rewrite website content. This is a low-hanging fruit, right? So everybody here in this room can go back and look at your website content and see what can you rewrite. There could be little things, which you can do. And everybody here as executives can contribute to the revenue of our company. And rewriting website content is a low-hanging fruit, and it's seen to have great dividends. A low-effort experience, as you see, is much more cheaper and cost-effective to deliver. 94% of the customers were more likely to repurchase because of a low-effort experience, and 88% of these customers are also willing to spend more. So don't leave opportunity on the table. This is something we are really proud of, right? Actually, we learned a lot from this customer. It's a company called MDS HVAC. They are in B2B, in the HVAC business, based out of Atlanta, Georgia. So we did the implementation for them. We integrated that with Cloras, with their ERP, which was running on Epicor and everything. But one thing we learned from this customer is after they launched, they really spent time, right? So they really spent time to train their customers. Because a lot of B2B customers, sometimes, they're old school, right? If it's B2C, a lot of B2C brands are here. And, you have to make it very intuitive. But with respect to B2B, it can be a little old school sometimes. So what do? How do you solve that problem? You train your customers, hey, we have launched a new website, market it. And how do you use it? Have webinars or get on a phone call with the customer. Krista, who's the VP at this company, she went to customer sites to show them the new website and tell them how to place an order. This drastically reduced the inflow of, they were earlier taking calls just by phone and fax. This reduced the number of calls they were getting, and this also reduced the amount of effort that they need to do with respect to customer support. So make sure you train your customers. So this is a question, we ask, right? So generally, this is actually a survey which was done. Are you happy with e-commerce post-implementation? There was a survey done, it was actually sponsored by BigCommerce and it was done by MDM. And the question they asked was, how many of you people are happy after the website launch, right? 28% of the people said they are very happy. I'm really, really super happy that the website's launched. We're getting a lot of orders or whatever, right? But then 23% of the people said, I'm not happy, I'm not sad, I'm okay. I'm like right in the middle. But 49% of the people said they're not happy at all. They are really disappointed. And why is my website not really generating enough revenue? So this was the question they had asked. So why do you think this is happening? Merchants think, right? Sometimes we get to think that, hey, the minute we launch a new website, we spend a lot of money, and we launch a new website, and the minute we launch a new website or you do a digital transformation, you expect a lot of orders or you expect a revenue increase. And as we all know, it never happens that way, right? So what do? So you have to iterate and change. Like we discussed, make sure that you are able to deliver a low-effort experience for your customers. You have to learn, after you launch it, that's just the basic, right? What else can you do? What else can you learn from your customer? Your work actually starts after you launch the website. It really doesn't end there, right? Especially if you are in the e-commerce business or if you're doing any major digital transformation, your work starts after you launch. It really doesn't end there, and this is something I would like you to take away from this. So with this, right, I welcome you to join the DCKAP community and the DCKAP ecosystem. We are really excited that all of you are here. We have over 10,000 members in the community right now, and we are rapidly growing. And we have a great day ahead of us. Really looking forward to the session from Mark at BigCommerce, his keynote, which is coming up next. And before lunch, we also have Jerry Idia, a friend and also a thought leader in the infrastructure and hosting space, to talk about how to manage your hosting or how can you better manage infrastructure. Who better to talk about that than Jerry or Nexus? We also have our friends from Gorgeous. They have been great partners and also great support to this event. We have Billy, who's going to be talking about customer support later in the day. And we also have Stephen from Dot Digital, who's going to be talking about marketing automation also later in the day. And we have, who better to talk about checkout than Bolt? Lauren. We have Lauren. Thanks, Lauren, for coming. We have him talking about checkouts and how can you master the checkout experience. And we also have a friend, Steve Hoffman, from Avalara, and he's going to be talking about taxes and sales tax automation. With this, I really welcome you all to the DCKAP Summit. Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot that you are spending your Tuesday with us. Thank you again, and welcome to the DCKAP Summit. Thank you.